The Eagles defeated the Arizona Cardinals 20-17 yesterday. Eagles now move to 5-0. Cardinals to 2-3. This game comes down to a last-second missed field goal by the Arizona Cardinals, and a very odd an odd sequence. Let's take you back through it. Kyler Murray on 2nd and 10 has this rushing play, goes for the slide, does not pick up the first down, and then proceeds to, on 3rd down and 1, spike the ball. Now, there were some reports coming out that there was no clear communication between Kyler and maybe like the scoreboard or him and Cliff Kingsbury, that he was not aware that he didn't pick up the first down. So he spikes the ball on 3rd and 1, doesn't pick up the first down. They now leave it to Matt Amendola, the kicker, who is now on his 3rd team this season, and they missed the field goal. They dropped this game 20-17 to the Eagles. The Eagles remain undefeated. But the Cardinals, another game where it seems like they have it, but they don't have it. They kept it close, but they lose in the end. What is going on with the Arizona Cardinals? And take us through your thoughts of the way this game ended.
I'm going to answer your second question first. I'm going to talk about the way the game ended. That blame can go around. It could be on Kingsbury. It could be on Kyler. I'm sorry, Kyler Murray. You're a little dude, and I know you didn't want to take the hit there, but you got to dive head first there. You have to be sure you got the first down. Simple as that. You're making a football play. That football IQ is everything, right? You're the quarterback. Instead of sliding here, go ahead first or get tackled, like run, stay up and get tackled. Like you have to know down and distance. That's situational football that quarterbacks have to know. That's a huge play there. But it's also just as big, and I don't know if they had any timeouts left. I don't believe they did. But if you don't have any timeouts left, whoever that player is that's closest to the sideline, whoever that sideline has to be yelling, tell Kyler not to spike it. Like you have to find a way to make that happen. That's also something that you should have had conversations to play before. Hey, if we don't get the first down here, if we're tackled down before the first down, what are we doing? And those are coaching and just quarterback mistake there at the end of that game. Second, I about it earlier. Yes, it's not all his fault. They showed his pregame kicks, and every pregame kick he missed to the right side. Every one of them, all of them. Like they were saying how he struggled in pregame, and they were all missing to the right, missing to the right, missing to the right. You're a professional kicker. Do you not make an adjustment? Like, can you not? That's like a golfer that's shanking everything, slicing everything to the right, and then not making an adjustment and expecting a different result. So there is blame to be put on the kicker for not making an adjustment. You miss left there, if anything. You overcompensate. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you cannot miss where you've missed the entire day, and you know it. You've missed
it's dome. Kicks. There's no win.
10 kicks they said he missed in pregame, all to the right side. Like, you have to, that's got to be in your mind, and you've got to just overcompensate. If you miss it, you better hook that shit to the left. That's that one. But you asked me where the Cardinals are. They're 2-3. I actually think they're in a good spot. It's weird to say that, but you look at the games they've lost. They lost to the Chiefs, the Rams, and the Eagles. Probably 3 teams we thought were better than them anyways at this point. And you've seen some positive things. The defense, first of all, shout out to the defense. 20 points to the Rams, 20 points to the Eagles. Outside of that week 1 game, I guess you could say week 2, or no, well, they only have 23. So yeah, that week 1 game against the Chiefs, that defense has far exceeded expectations with the loss of Chandler Jones and those guys. So I think that's a benefit. They've started slow, which is different from what they've been. They've always been fast starters and finished slow. They're getting DeAndre Hopkins back in a week, right? That's going to help. Hollywood Brown's played out of his mind. He's having a phenomenal year. The connection between him and Kyler is great. And now you add D-Hop. I have to assume that offense gets better. And so that's what I'm really banking on, is the offense has been the struggle so far this year. I think that offense is going to get better with D-Hop. And that should breed a little bit more success on the offensive side of the football. So I think they're in a good spot despite losing some tough games.
Yeah, I think something we hear with the Arizona Cardinals that I brought up on their previews is they're slow starts, and I think that's what's ruining them right now. And you talked about, I can't remember what team it was. That was the Dolphins. They were talking about how they're slow, they're reversed. It's the slow start, and then their season's normally slow start, and then they pick it up at the end, and it may be too late. Same with the Cardinals. They always start off hot for the Cardinals, and then they always end bad. Maybe it's the reverse here. Maybe the Cardinals are struggling and then end up figuring it out. That's all maybes, but something that's happening in facts is their inability to start off hot. And that's something I do think, and I'm on board with you when you take a look at like what the Cardinals are doing. That's something that they could possibly figure out. But it comes down to Cliff Kingsbury earning the contract that he got and proving that they can figure it out and make the adjustments, because that's what separates the good coaches from the great coaches, is the ability to adjust and assess what's happening and fix it. They're adding D-Hop in there, adding a new layer to this offense. That's going to be very good news for the Cardinals. The Eagles, though, start 5-0, the third team in Eagles history to start 5-0. The last time they started this hot, 2004. Guess what happened for the Eagles that year? They went to the Super Bowl. Not saying that they're going to go to the Super Bowl this year, but they're off to a hot start. Is it all coming together for the Eagles right now? Are you seeing what you wanted to see from the Eagles, or is there still something left that you're wanting to see?
I think they're winning games. And I'm not, like I said, I'm pretty high on the Eagles right now. I think they're winning games. They're finding ways to pull games out, and despite whether they look good, look bad, they go through these lulls though where they just can't move the ball, and they're punting and they're punting and they're punting, and you're like, how are you so explosive sometimes and then not at other times? Sometimes I think they get away from the running game when they shouldn't, because they think they got the weapons on the outside and Devontae Smith and AJ Brown. But so far, yeah, I'm seeing what I've wanted to see from Philly. I think the true test for Philly is going to come when they play the good teams, when they play the teams that we all think for sure going to be in the playoffs and for sure could make some deep playoff runs. I think it starts this week in Dallas, or with Dallas in Philly. Even if Cooper Rush plays, I think it's going to be a test for Philly to go up against that defense and make sure that they can still do it and win a division game. But if Dak plays, if he's back and he feels comfortable, that's going to go a long way in telling me what Philly's team is. Not if they win or lose. It's really how they play. Because to be honest, Philly's at home. They probably should win that game. I don't expect Dallas to come in there and dominate Philadelphia like they did last year. I think that this is probably a year where the two teams should split. They're both really good football teams. They should split home and home. But that's going to tell me a lot. If the Eagles struggle in that game again, Dallas has their number. I'm probably not going to trust. I probably trust them to get to the playoffs, but I probably wouldn't trust them long term.
Yeah. As of right now, they're finding ways to win. I mean, it's not easy to travel all the way to Arizona from Philly. It's not easy. These road games here are not easy, and they found a way to win. Close game. They got the job done on a missed field goal from Arizona to continue their streak of 5 wins, 5-0 to start the season for the Eagles.